Hello everyone, welcome to another developer update for Shadow Heroes Vengeance in Flames, where you get all the behind the scenes access to what we're currently working on the game. So this is your Monday update, and that means I'm going to talk to you about what we did, essentially a recap of what we did last week, and Friday to be particular. So last week we were focusing a lot on all of the different prettiness things that we're trying to put together for our next video that we're going to put out, which means we did a lot of particle effects. We went over how we created our equipment system and that type of stuff. So on Friday, we were still expanding on the equipment system. And what we wanted to do was show people how, or in the video anyway, what we're trying to do is show people how you would use the equipment to customize your characters. Now for us, we needed to find a way to be able to test this and set it up so things will actually work properly in a quickly and efficient way. So that's what we were trying to do, but it didn't completely work out the way that we wanted to, as development usually goes. Usually you try and start something and then something goes horribly wrong for some reason, and we're actually still trying to work out the bugs, but I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. There we go. Nice. Okay, it worked this time. So, this is a basic AI character. So this is just an exorcist, very typical guy. And what we have now is we have a blueprint starting equipment section. So right now he has one item inside of his inventory, or not really, he's one item inside of the list of things that we want to put into his inventory. So I can add as many of these as I want and keep saying, I can't see this, but I'm just going to select another item. It's just a list of items that can go inside of any slots. Literally every item in the game. Just XSplit doesn't want to open it up. I guess it considers it a new window. But it should be fine anyway. You can see this part. This is the part that really matters. So basically what this is, it's a list of blueprints. And a blueprint is not really an item. It's everything about an item and how to make that item. So we have it here. Inside of this character, or this character's AI anyway. So the artificial intelligence now knows I should have an armor band and I should have a holy blade. This is all great and fantastic. The problem is turning that blueprint into, an armor band or a holy blade. That's what we're kind of stuck up on right now, because it can't know what the blueprint is, because the blueprint's not like a physical thing. It just has, it's an object, and it's going to just modify the property. So we try to set it up inside of an array, inside of a character, say put this object there, and it would be great and fine, but it doesn't really want to create itself that way, because we have to do it before we create a lot of the other elements inside of here. Primarily before we create all of the actions. So finding a way to grab this object here and grab the blueprint and say, make this blueprint, that's becoming a bit of a problem for us. So we may find a different way of testing, or we may fix this up later today and have everything being working, which would be great. I would love that. But that's kind of where we stand with the equipment system. We did another thing with the equipment system, which is we kind of experimented with the idea of, well, we didn't experiment, we discussed the idea of having each piece of equipment modify a character in one way or another, like visually, having like a helmet equip a helmet, having a chest piece equip a chest piece, like armor, like visually being able to see that something is equipped there. So going over this, we were thinking and saying, okay, how can we do this in both a visually appealing and cost-effective way? Ideally, what we would do is every piece of armor would have, every helmet would have 9 different models, one for each character. So there's not just one generic helmet and it's put on every character and it doesn't look good. It's got to kind of be form-fitting, because a cherub's head is much smaller than a demigod's head. So he'd probably fit it. The cherub be able to wear the entire thing as a piece of armor. Not exactly what we want. So That's the ideal way, and we can't really do that because that's going to be more pieces of equipment because we have hundreds of unique pieces of equipment, and getting 900 different little pieces of armor created that some of them will be seen, some of them will not seen. That's just not really within the budget right now for something that we kind of thought up off the cuff. So another thing that we're thinking about doing is having each unit have a unique model. So that brings us from like 900. If we have 100 items, it goes from 900 models to having, what is it, 72 models. So I think that's right. I don't know. It's early. I don't want to do math. So basically what happened is if you put on something inside of your helmet area, it would activate that mesh or that helmet on your character. So then they'll be running around with a helmet. You won't know exactly what helmet it is, but if you select the character, you'll be able to find out. But it gives you some kind of visual representation saying, yes, there's a helmet equipped. And we may be doing this one just in an alpha phase until we can probably build up some more for later into the more ideal way where we can have unique meshes for everything. But right now, that might be a better idea. The third way we were talking about doing it was creating a particle effect for each character, or for each piece of equipment actually, and having a particle effect play based off of those areas. So if they put on a piece of helmet, they put on a helmet, then they'd get a particle effect going around their head. If they put on a new weapon, that maybe their weapon catches on fire, something like that. But that's kind of where we stand right now. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, thumbs up the video, comment on it. We had 1 or 2 comments the other day, just like sent to us, and we got back to them right away every single time. So yeah, feel free, talk to us, tell us what you think. Which of these areas or which of these ideas would you like to see the most, and how do you think we could implement them? If you have other ideas, let us know. Always open to the community's thoughts. All right, thanks, and I'll see you guys next time.